Oh, one more sucker punch. Oh, he fucking teleported back. Like, have you seen that, guys? Anyway, so we have to. Salutations, viewers, and welcome back to my video gaming channel. My name is Gene, and today you guys are here with me for the 24th episode of Let's Play Faces of War. In the previous episode, we have started the Soviet campaign. Like always, we have begun with the training missions. We have 2 more training missions to go. We still have to do these 2 training missions before we can start the actual Soviet combat levels. And in today's mission, you have guessed it most likely correctly if you're watching this episode especially, we're gonna be doing the tank training mission, where we are going to command, I believe, an IS-2, Joseph Stalin tank, and we're gonna have to repair it, because that shit is gonna get broken by like a mountain avalanche, as we know by now, out of nowhere, and then we're gonna be shooting like an anti-tank gun thing, all kinds of that fun stuff. So let's read the description, then let's listen to what our protagonist has to say, and let's get into this without further introductions, because I always talk like for hours and hours before actually playing the game, and that sucks. So, I wonder if we deserved the honor, but they allowed us to take a brief course in tank science. That's why tomorrow we are to escort a brand new IS-2 tank on its way to the training ground for fire adjustment and mobility testing, comrades. Let's do this shit. Let's drive over the enemies of the people with our steel treads.
Near to us, at a tank testing ground at Kubinka, they've been driving a new machine for more than a month now. It's top secret. We're not supposed to know about it. But tank men can't keep this kind of secret from colleagues, and can't help dropping hints. This is our lucky day. Today, the gaffers decided to let us try out this wonder tank before leaving. Who knows? Maybe it'll come in handy someday.
Someday. It should come in handy right now, you dumbass, because we're fighting a war. This is 2nd July of 1944 in Kubinka, Moscow outskirts. Like, we need this fucking tank. So let's click continue. I never knew that, you know, the nation in Kubinka is like this.
Colonel Stalinov speaking. Welcome to the tank troops.
This looks more West European in my opinion. I don't know, I might be wrong. I mean, you know, this is a video game, it's all relative, but...
To the shooting range for further testing. You'll get further instructions upon your arrival.
We usually have more birch trees. That's what I know. Like in Russia, there's more birch trees, even though I haven't been there since forever, but...
Move to the shooting range along the road through a canyon. To do so, select your tank. It's in the center of the column by left-clicking on it and then click on where you want it to go. You can use direct control mode, the control and in keys. In this mode, use the arrow keys to move, left-click to shoot, and right-click to shift between armaments. Now, off to the shooting ground.
Alright, so like always, we have our tank under our control, but don't use the arrow keys. Fuck all that. You're gonna get really frustrated when you're gonna be playing the game. Instead, use the WASD keys, because that's the way to go. I guess that T-34 in the rear is gonna get fucked. Oh shit, come on dude.
Commander, our right track has fallen off. The 101 crew wasn't so lucky. I bet a dozen mechanics couldn't fix the tank in one day. Shit, this landslide sure is gonna cost our army a lot. Okay, we've gotta get out of here. We'll fix what we can and head off to the shooting range. They're waiting for us there.
So apparently this guy, not only is he not good at driving tanks, he's also stupid. He can't read numbers, because it clearly says
Out of a vehicle, click on
that this is a 110, tank
panel.
number 110, not
icon
101. I don't know
and
what the
then
fuck that was
specify the
about,
landing
but...
place by left-clicking on it. You can make one soldier get out by... Now, go up to the tank and take a
Yeah, so
repair
let's
kit.
repair the...
To do so, select your soldier.
Let's repair
then
the tank.
Click on the repair icon.
Yes, I see.
A wrench icon will appear. And then click on the tank you want to repair. Once the repair is complete, the repair kit will be automatically transferred back into the tank.
Right,
In the future, You'll be able to repair vehicles by merely clicking on the repair icon. Your soldiers will automatically carry out all the operations. Now, repair your tank.
So one thing I have just realized right now...
The problem with the track has been fixed. You can move on. Order your people to get into the tank and make the 101 crew take seats on the armor. To do so, select them and click on your tank. After that, go to the shooting ground.
So one thing that I've noticed, thanks for interrupting me again, Mr. Narrator. One thing that I've noticed is that for the Germans, we have used the King Tiger tank in the campaign. But, despite the fact that we were trained to use a Pershing in the Allied campaign, I don't ever recall using one. How fucked up is that? So I hope we're gonna be using the IS-2 Stalin, because if we're not gonna be using it, why are we being taught to even fucking man this and operate this vehicle? Alright, get this guy's on the armor. Get him on the armor. On top of the armor. Let's just drive. Let's go. Yeah, I'm out of ammo now. Too bad. This was an epic sounding gun. How do you call it? A dushka?
Here we are at last. The first thing to do is refuel the tank. You've run out of fuel. There are a couple of empty barrels near the fuel truck. Click on your soldier and position the mouse cursor over one of them. A hand icon will appear. Then left click on the barrel.
Alright, so same thing is gonna happen. We're gonna have the technicians trying to repair our shit, but I'm not gonna knock him out like I've done previously. This guy, like, I'm in a good mood today. I'm not gonna knock your teeth out with a knee kick or anything like that. Or will I? Or will I? Or will I? Let's see if... Come on. Ooh, that was like a sucker punch right there. So we have a saying in Russian language. I'm going to show you where the crawfish stay for winter. That means I'm gonna kick your ass. So, this guy, he sure showed him, this ugly-looking tank guy, has shown him where the crawfish sleep in winter. So let's kick him again. Oh, one more sucker punch. Oh, he fucking teleported back. Like, have you seen that, guys? Anyway, so we have to take this fuel
now,
thing.
position the mouse cursor over the fuel truck. A drop icon will appear, and then click on it to have your soldier drain some fuel from the fuel tank into the barrel.
Right. You
After
do that. Yes.
Simply left-click on your tank to refuel it.
Right. Is it done now?
Great! The tank's been refueled. We won't need a barrel any longer. Now it's time to replenish the ammo. Look into the truck. There should be everything that's needed there. Drag the shells and machine gun cartridges from the truck
that's
into
a
your
hard
inventory.
fucking job.
Come up to your
Imagine
tank
like
and transfer the
hauling
ammo
all of
into
these
it using the
122
XP. Replenish the
millimeters.
machine gun cartridge belts as well as
Shit.
armor-piercing and high-explosive shells.
That seems like no easy task. Anywho, so let's take this. Let's take all this shit, and we're gonna transfer this to the whatchamacallit, to the tank. Take more. So I guess maybe this is the PTR rounds. Maybe this is what the MG uses, the aerial machine gun. Because why is it in the truck? And there's a lot too. I know you. I think the AT gun uses these, like the infantry PT RSD, or how do you call it, or the PTRD. But why is it like fucking available for this tank too?
Attention soldiers! We've just received new instructions from
Bring our new ZIS-3 gun to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
firing
whatever.
line to take a couple of shots. Knowing how to operate cannons won't do you any harm. You should be prepared for anything.
So let me
during
reload the
war.
gun.
Order the soldiers to get into the vehicle with the gun attached. To do so, position the mouse cursor over it, arrow icon, and left click.
I actually want to see this. Like, does the what ammo is being used for this? Oh yeah, it is being used. So in this game, this machine gun has a separate ammo type. Instead of using the MG ammo belt, it's using the PTR rounds. How cool is that? Can I shoot some of these guys, or am I gonna fail the mission that way? Alright, anyway, I'm not gonna be fucking around because I don't want to mess up the mission. Let's get inside the truck. let's just get inside the truck and we're gonna drive this.
Okay, now bring the truck with the gun to the spot in the firing
Right,
line
right.
marked with
So-
an arrow.
What is this? Is this 3?
That's it. Unhook the gun from the truck by clicking on
Like
the
always, they
unlinked
broke
icon.
the box of like the pile of crates like dumbasses. Good thing there were no explosive shots in there, because this whole truck and the crew inside of it and the gun would have just fucking flew really high up in the sky if this would have occurred. Anyway, let's unlink the gun.
You need to roll the gun to the firing line.
Right.
Select 2 of your soldiers, then position the mouse cursor over the gun. An arrow icon will appear, and left-click on it to make the gun crew take their places by the gun.
Right. So let's do that. Let's get inside the... Well, technically
In
not
movement
get inside,
mode,
but let's
the gun
man
is operated
this.
the same way as any vehicle. Now, roll the gun to the firing line.
Alright, and they broke the camo tenting thing.
Now you can start firing.
Right, it's easy. This shit is easy. Just so let's load the shit. Load the shit, come on. Ooh, yeah, this thing is...
destroyed.
Yeah, this thing is no joke.
All right, man. I think this gun is going to prove very useful on the front lines. Now move on. Our tank is now ready. Let's see what this miracle of design can do.
So I guess everybody in this game talks like an American, kind of like a... I guess like a focal yokel type of a person from somewhere, you know, in the swamps. Even the Russian communists and the German Nazis. Right, let's go. Let's man the tank. Let's drive that shit. The cool thing is that now we can use an entirely separate kind of a type of a bullet caliber in this game instead of
Operated to
a
maximum
technically machine
efficiency
gun
on the
ammo.
battlefield. So, for example,
Yeah,
bring
we
your
need
tank
like,
to the
yeah,
shooting
so
range for
we
firing.
need more men. He just, yeah, the narrator I just skipped because he keeps talking shit like you need, you know, you need to have enough people. If you don't, your tank is gonna be undermanned, blah blah blah, and it's not gonna be very effective. So just keep that in mind. Right, so we have like, how do you call it, like a firing line type of a thing here? With a bunch of, I guess,
Now destroy enemy
by
vehicles combining various types
1944
of ammo. Hit all targets
kind of
using
outdated
machine
vehicles,
guns.
but still, I
Take
don't
a
know.
look at the mini-map. Your targets will be shown in red. Right-click to shift between primary and secondary armor.
Still doesn't seem like a good idea to waste all of these vehicles.
Select the tank machine gun with which to fire.
Alright, you have no right to miss with this miracle of Soviet tank design, and yet you're missing. You're missing like a total fucking loser. Finally. Right, this gun seems to kick ass. The Dushka in this game. Actually, no, it's not. I just missed like a bunch of shots. Come on. Alright, one more vehicle. One more vehicle. Can I take it out with the Dushka? Because this is a heavy... Yeah, so you see, that's the thing about this gun. You can actually take out
This is
lightly
Colonel
armored
Stoyanov
vehicles.
speaking. Cease
That's pretty
fire.
cool.
This tank has proved to be perfect. Very powerful, reliable, and easy to operate. There are some minor weaknesses, but I don't think they'll be a big problem for our weapons designers to fix. Now bring the tank back to the base and then head to the front. I've got something more interesting in mind for you.
So in terms of the vehicle stats, I don't know if, let's say, the King Tiger would be more armored in this game. I didn't really have a chance to play Faces of War multiplayer that much, but I did play Men of War, and which is almost, in a lot of ways, it's identical. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know in terms of the stats, since I've never done any research on this, I don't know if the King Tiger or the Pershing would be more armored than the IS-2, but what is cool about this specific tank is that it has, at the very least, not just a very powerful cannon, the 122mm cannon, but it also has this fucking anti-light armored machine gun, which you can use to destroy like even Pumas, as we saw right now. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty nifty, right? But I do know that it has a slower reload rate, the main gun, because it's such a huge caliber, right? So that's something to keep in mind.
We're planning a small-scale operation in the enemy rear, requiring well-prepared volunteers. If you show your worth, you will serve in our elite units. This is your chance. If you want to volunteer, leave this tank here and get into my car. I'll brief you on the way. If you prefer to refuse and go to the front as soon as possible, then that's up to you. In that case, bring the tank back to base and wait for further orders.
Oh, no way, I'm not heading to the front line, fuck that. I'm just jumping right into the car and we're driving away to drink vodka.
I'm glad you volunteered.
I'm glad you volunteered to have a glass of vodka with me, comrade.
The comrades from the design office really are geniuses. The machine they designed is good enough to make even the German Tigers and Panthers' lives very difficult. The guns alone are impressive, with a caliber of 122 millimeters. Shells from this gun will go through the armor on those German tanks as if they were made of paper. With machines like this, we'll chase those crowds all the way to Berlin within a few months.
Not a few months, but like a year. Probably. More or less, if you're counting from 1944, the 2nd of June. Anyway, so we have finished this mission relatively quickly, and that's what I wanted to do, because, like I've said, I have done these tutorials previously for the Allies and for the Germans, so for the Soviets I'm just making these tutorials as well just for the sake of having them in my playlist, but essentially you won't really find any more useful commentary from me. Anyway, in the next episode we're gonna finish the last Soviet training mission, this one being called the Elite Training. That's gonna be in the next episode, and after that we will finally start the Soviet combat missions. The first level is gonna be called Lublin. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this specific level. Please hit the like button if you want to support me. Hit the dislike button if you didn't like this episode. Comment on why you disliked it. Feedback is very important. Subscribe to my channel, guys, please. I will see you soon. Until then, take care and stay safe.